biggest problem in life was overcoming myself. But once I defeated myself, the only thing left was peace. It's the first time I could say I've been proud of myself. A lot of my results came from beating myself up, being hard on myself. And I guess that was, that was a way of dealing and working through like a traumatic past. And I just got to the point where I'm able to laugh at myself, not care about what other people think. So for the first time, I really been like happy. And I've been cautious of what I speak to myself. Like the lady was like, "You working out?" I say, "No, ma'am, I'm just in here celebrating what my body could do."
I heard that.
'Cause it's been a journey.
Hey man, and when you say it's been a journey and you're happier now,
Yes,
like
sir.
we look at from the outside in. Some people, but you've always been real about peeling off these layers. You ain't never came in as a perfect person.
I'm the only rapper that ever. I went on Mike Tyson and talked about me and him shared a story about us both being molested. Like I'm the only rapper that live in their truth. Ain't nobody living in their truth. Talking about what the fuck I said, but you ain't gonna see me and tell me none of that shit in public. You not. I'm just in a happy place. But it's so many men that done been through that kind of shit and they all day every day. And I made a space and a safe place for men to be able to start healing them.
Yeah.
Masculinity don't have to be toxic. It can be sacred.
Hey, Kev, do you think you could have had that conversation with Mike Tyson 5 years ago?
No, because I was operating out of fear.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to tell you the truth. See, all that gangster shit I was doing was out of fear. I had that fear of being vulnerable. Like, if a man look me in my eyes, it's a challenge. It's me or you. That's fear. And now when I look at people in their eyes, I see myself or different versions of myself. And me being a nurturer, if I can aid and assist you along your journey, then cool. If I can't, then cool. Just sometimes me being able to just give you a look of, I understand what you're going through. Just speaking to somebody could change their day.
And I know with Tyson, man, Tyson also always go on record saying, before I fought, before I got in the ring, I was scared. And you look at Tyson as that's the baddest man on the earth. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody getting in with him.
I love that dude.
Yeah, man. Same here. And
I love that dude.
And do you feel like it was not a safe space, but that was the person that
No,
also
I had already started my healing process going backwards. I had to go back to my childhood. I had to go back because I don't want to project these things onto my children. And my children, it's about breaking generational curses for me right now. I want to always create a space where my children feel comfortable communicating with me. So I went back to heal myself and my inner child for my children. I want my children to always, that's like toxic masculinity. If my daughter fall down, get up, you all right? No, that's when it's time for me to exhibit femininity. It takes balance. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I hear like people talk about this, like the feminist movement and this alpha male bullshit, that's bullshit. It's like we're not supposed to be competing with each other. We supposed to be, it's balance. Like my woman supposed to balance me out and I'm supposed to balance her out. It's about balance.
You know what I tell people a lot too, Kevin, and you probably seen this, especially when you say, man, when I was out here and I was, looking a certain way and doing a certain things, I always say, man, that sometimes we send a certain representative. And do you feel like early on you were sending a representative to do the interviews, the lifestyle? It was you.
Yes, sir. Because I hate to say this, I was operating out of a stance of the head executioner. I was just, I was fulfilling my title. I'm a general, so I'm on the front line with all of my soldados. My soldiers. I'm a general, so I'm always on the front line as a general. But as a chief, I gotta be able to look at each one of my soldiers and see what they need, whether it be psychologically, whether it be helping them with emotional intelligence to navigate their emotions, whether it be to show them how to nurture themselves, whether it be to show them how to exhibit their confidence and find that confidence in themselves. I gotta be able to look at whatever need that it is, and it's beautiful that God allowed me to go through all of these things because I'm a greater blessing. I embrace the things that happened to me in my past with a sense of positivity. I replaced that negative emotion attached to it with a positive emotion, and I'm grateful for everything that happened because I'm a greater blessing to the world. I mean so much more to the world now. Don't nobody walk up to no other, with all due respect, like no disrespect to these other rappers. I swear to God, I'm not. Don't nobody walk up to them and tell them, you changed my life, and show them slices where they tried to kill themselves and commit suicide and say, you stopped me from committing suicide. I was vulnerable. I peeled all the layers back. I let you feel a bullet hole in my head and told you I put it there. I'm the one who said that I disconnected my Instagram in 2020 and tried to take my own life. I'm the one who said these things so other people understand it's okay to feel like this. But this is the way that I changed it around. I take all of that negative emotion and energy and I turn my pain into passion. I put it into something that better serves me and humanity. You look at the Kevin Gates, now this is a blessing. This is beautiful to see me right here like this.
Did you know you were going to arrive here?
I was afraid to.
Right.
I knew. Every man know.
Did you know you were not satisfied?
Yes, sir. That's what give me my drive right now, because when I look in the mirror and I think back in retrospect, and I always wonder, I would hate to suffer with the regret of what if I only would have tried. It hurt me when I remember being in prison, watching all them different artists on TV winning Grammys and whatever it is they win. I was like, you know in your soul that's supposed to be. That's why I love when Inca Johnson say that we live by this, we die by this, we don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning.
And you knew, not taking theirs, but you knew that I'm
supposed to be there, but I am there.
Right.
Because everything I do is emulated. So I am there. I was chasing something that I already have. And me standing on the side of certain people, if it's not authentic, the authenticity always is going to rule. The law of lenity states that whenever two opposing forces cannot come to an agreement, the lesser always rules the greater. And I come as I am. Right. I am as I come. Less is always more.